Here we go.
What's up, Homestead Homies? It's Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, and I am Stacy, and today we have a busy, cram-packed day full of major projects here. So I'm going to cook in the All-American Sun oven today and make a meal that I know that I'm going to be able to eat later on when it's time for dinner. So all I did was go out to the garden and got a few things there. I went ahead and got some of our oregano, and I got some of our onions that are going to seed. Now, some of ours did go to seed and bolt, and you cannot store, they don't store very well. So that's why I went ahead and used those onions that I'm going to cook today, because I'm going to have to use those up quicker. But I love these. They're beautiful, by the way. But I love these because they taste so good. I pull them apart and I put them in our salads. I love them. And then you can eat them by themselves. They're not really, they don't have that much of a bite to them, like a regular onion would be. But these are great. So if your onions do bolt or go to seed like this, definitely go ahead and use them because they taste good and they're full of vitamins. Remember that when you do get your onions and they do go to seed, they don't store as well as the other ones. So make sure you use those first. All right, and then I went ahead and got some kale. I'm gonna probably in this recipe put about 2 cups or so of kale, but if you want more kale, put more kale in it. You know, what's good about these recipes, you can just kind of throw them together and pick what works for you. And then we're just starting to get some of our crook-neck squashes. It's kind of our first, this is my second or third one, I think. So I put one of those in there. But normally I've done this recipe just with sweet potatoes and the kale and onions. So that's like your basis. So let's get going. I'm going to go ahead and use 2 pounds, and I'm going to make extra. So 2 pounds of grass-fed beef, and I used about 2 big sweet potatoes. So I'm just going to go ahead and dump that in there. I'm going to layer my potatoes. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my kale. I'm going to shove that on the side. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the onions in. And then, make sure all this can close. I'm gonna make sure I can cram it in there good, because your kale, of course, is going, it's, you know, pretty much water, so it will kind of start cooking down. And then I'll put my onions. Let's see, hopefully it'll close. Try to get as much as I can in here. Yeah, you want a good seal, so that's good. I can put more in there. And then I'm going to put some salt and pepper, just to your taste. I did unrefined sea salt, or unrefined salt. You know, if you want Celtic sea salt, or Redmond, or pink Himalayan. I like the pink Himalayan because it has a milder taste. But it's whatever you guys think tastes good. And I'm going to put some cinnamon. The cinnamon really gives the sweet potatoes a good little taste. Now, this is Ceylon cinnamon. I did a video on cinnamon. I'll link that above. Check it out because there are differences in the type of cinnamons that you do use. All right, so now I'm going to put some filtered rainwater from our rainwater catchment in here. And then I'll put the lid on it. And the neat thing about the Sun oven, it does produce a lot of moisture when it's cooking, because it has a nice tight seal in there. So I'm going to put this in here, and I'm going to put this outside, and I'm going to let it cook all day long. And it's sort of going to be like a crock pot. So I'm not going to put it in the direct sun. It's going to cook anywhere from 6 to 8 hours. I'm just going to let it go. So if you guys want to go on a trip somewhere for the day, or you're going to be gone, this is a great way to do it. So, and then we'll have a wonderful meal in just a few hours. So let's go. All right, so what I'm going to do is just leave this. This is so wonderful because you can just leave it, and in a few hours you're going to have a delicious, delicious meal. And then especially in the heat of the summer, if you guys, you know, in your houses, you don't want to put your ovens on, you don't want the heat coming into your house, this is a great way to keep the heat outside, use the natural sunlight. So Doug and I just love this to death. We use it. It makes the best food. It's so tender and so luscious. So if you guys are busy, it's something that works wonderfully, and we love it. Oh my gosh, we've been going all day. We've been moving mulch. We got some blueberries. Everything's on clearance now. So if you guys are wanting to get any stuff at the store, go get it. I had gotten some flowers and some things because everything is like cheap, cheap, cheap. So we've been busy, like did compost for the garden, and I'm making a salad now. And I went out and got some lamb's quarter. We did a video on that. We'll link that above about the benefits of lamb's quarter, or like wild spinach. It's so good for you. So it's a little tougher, so I've been letting it kind of marinate in some lemon juice and some olive oil and some vinegar. And I had some cabbage from the garden and some of our fresh herbs and some onions, and then the onion flowers that I showed you guys a little earlier that I put in there that makes it so good, and they're just so yummy and nutritious for you. So let's go out, and I think our meal is ready. It's been going all day. That's what's so wonderful about the sun oven. It's been out there since this morning, and now it's dinner time, and it is ready to go, so I can't wait to see it. Let's go. Here comes the big reveal. Look at it. How about that? Scrumptious. Let's go eat.
Man, oh man, oh man. Doug is ready to eat. It's one thing about the sun oven. We're pretty busy around the homestead most of the time. So, and because we live off grid, and if you lived on grid, I mean, you could use a crock pot or something like that, but you're still using electricity, and you know, it still costs money. So for us, it's so easy for us just to put everything in there, and even you can even double stack it. We did one video right here where we actually cooked 2 chickens in the sun oven at the same time. So it's really a convenient way to, you know, cook your food and have it. It's so tender because, you know, traditional cooking actually is just dry heat, so it dries out your food. When you use the sun oven, it really keeps the moisture inside. So we really like that. How's it looking?
It looks good. Can't wait to eat it.
And the reason why we show you guys these videos is a lot of people have purchased the sun oven because of us. And so, you know, we're kind of giving you guys tips and ideas on the ways you can cook your things. And it's also because a lot of people still don't know about the All-American sun oven. So we have to bring these videos to you guys because people want to live off grid, they want to live without electricity, and this is definitely a surefire way that you can do it. One of the questions that we get a lot of is if you can do this in the wintertime, and the answer is yes. Anytime that you see a shadow, you can actually cook in the All-American sun oven. So it does take a little bit longer. The outside air temperature has nothing to do with the cooking of the sun oven. It has to do with the angles of the sun. So you have to do a few tricks with it, but you can cook as long as you can see your shadow. So we're getting ready to throw down up in her. Oh, look at that. Salad from the garden, sweet potatoes.
And you know what? The one thing that I wish I would have done, I didn't even think about it, this would be really good with like cornbread, or if I would have made some bread or something with it, it would have been really good. So I'm sorry.
It's fine with me.
So we're good with this. But
I don't need any bread. Doug's on a diet. See that slimness going on there? All you guys were giving me trouble. Right on. So we're going to eat. You got yours ready? You got kombuchas? We always drink kombuchas with our meal.
But they're outside.
Oh.
In the kitchen.
Oh. Well, I guess we're going to eat. So we'll show you how this plate looks. I'm going to take my hat off because I know all you guys like to see Doug eat with his hat off at the table. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And the other reason why we're showing you guys the sun oven is because we're getting it in your mind about the sun oven, because come July, I think we'll be giving one away. So stay tuned for that. And you guys like and share these videos. Share them with your friends. I mean, these are good tipping, cooking tips.
Or if you want, if you have like a holiday coming up and you want to give as a gift or something.
Yeah, they're great for gifts. But I'm just saying, share our videos. Stacy's giving you guys some good cooking tips in all these videos. Even if you don't use a sun oven, you can do this in a crock pot. And share the videos and make sure you're subscribed. But share the videos. Get the word out. Tell everybody about Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. We're still giving away the stickers. We went to the post office box the other day and we were just surprised at how many people sent in a self-addressed stamped envelope.
And I love the notes. The notes are great.
Yeah, the notes are awesome. Yeah. Make sure you send a note with your stickers. You know, tell us, you know, some stories or what you guys like, or you know, why you're watching our channel, and leave your email address on your note, and then we'll send that off to you as long as you provide a self-addressed stamped envelope. And we'll be mailing those out tomorrow too, so anybody who already sent them in,
they're coming in.
Almost like 2 dozen. Just watch out for your mailbox this week. You should get it. Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. I'm Doug.
I'm Stacy.
Don't forget to check us out on...
You already said that.
Say it again.
Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You took my job.
That's it. We'll see you guys on the next one.
See ya. Hey guys, thanks for watching our video. You might want to check out these videos.
And if you want to become a Homestead homie, click the picture of us below.
We will see you tomorrow.